So today I get to hang out with Dr. Dawn and we get to learn about her and her business. So I always like to start off with, tell me a little bit about you and your family and how long you've been here.
Okay, well, I'm originally from California, born and raised, and I went to school in California. That's where I got my acupuncture degree and my doctorate. And we moved to New York for a couple years, and then we came here with about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so officially it will be year July 13th.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just about meeting that 1 year mark, and
Okay.
I have a sweet little boy who just turned 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. So tell me a little bit about you and your son who's here now.
Yes. So we love going on adventures. Big outdoorsy people, love hiking, bike riding, though we're still kind of learning the bike riding thing. We've been doing a balance bike. I don't know if you did the balance bike with your girls at all.
I haven't.
Those ones are fun because they really figure out the balancing mechanisms of it before they have to figure out the balancing and the pedal aspect of it. So a balance bike is a bike that basically just doesn't have the pedals. Yeah, so that's been really fun. He's a little bit of a daredevil. I don't know if that's just a boy thing or if it's a him thing. I call him my little monkey because he will climb on absolutely anything.
Okay.
He's been doing that since he was basically able to walk. So
Okay.
so he is a lot of fun though.
Okay, so tell me this. Everybody likes to know, whenever you get to go out and you're with friends or you're with just people for a night out, where do you
adults?
like adults? Where would you choose to go out to eat and somebody else ought to try it too?
I like cribs locally.
Okay.
They're good. If I do go out, I'm big into board games. I love board games. So there's a board gaming group that I go and I join a couple times a month.
Okay.
So that's fun. That's kind of what I do.
Do they meet at one spot or do
Yeah.
they move?
No, we typically meet, or we're meeting at Cyclops Cidery and Brewery downtown.
Okay.
So we'll go there and play games. So that's fun. If I go out, I like to, like I said, if I go out with friends, I like to either go for hikes or, picnics or that kind of thing. Movies are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I like to
So
do.
hiking and biking seems to be one of the popular ones with you that I haven't heard from as many other people. So where are places that you've gone to that other people might be interested in this too? They ought to go try it.
There's a lot of amazing spots. So that's one of my favorite things about Spartanburg specifically is that there are so many really, really close places to just go outside. So the Cottonwood Trail is really great.
Okay.
I don't know if you know where that is. I think it's on the west side. East side. Still getting east side, Spartanburg. That one's great. It's just real quick, and you can take kids there too. It's pretty kid friendly. I've gone to Croft State Park a lot. I love Croft State Park. They have a bunch of really beautiful trails throughout the area. Hatcher Gardens. I mean, that's literally right.
Yes.
Like half a block away, or not half a block, half a mile away. So I actually go there a lot, either before coming here or right after, and just go for a little walk because it's so peaceful. That's like one of my favorite places in Spartanburg.
Why did you choose this? What is kind of what's driving you to do the things you're doing here?
I really fell in love with the medicine and the philosophy of the medicine. Chinese medicine is one of those ones that is not just a medicine that's been around for a really long time, right? It's been around in pretty much the same form for over 2,000 years. So that in and of itself is really cool, right? We learn about textbooks and texts that have been translated from ancient Chinese, and they're still relevant today. And that's like, that in and of itself is just, it just makes me nerd out on Chinese medicine. Yeah, I just like connecting with people. And I feel like this medicine allows me to help people in a way that I don't know if they're always able to get help. So I feel really, I don't know, I just feel really honored that like I found this medicine. Like when I found it, I was like, oh, this is it, so.
Is there anything that you could say was a big win? You feel like you really helped someone improve their life.
One of my favorite stories is from this patient that I had when I was in San Diego, and she actually was coming in to me because she was in a car accident, and I was dealing with a lot of car accident cases at the time, and was dealing with pain and stress, and we're helping with her with the pain, but she told me, you know, while we were going through the different treatments, you know, she was telling me a little bit more about herself and what she was going through on a personal level. And her son was going through a really big crisis at the time. He was being bullied extremely. He had started having some suicidal thoughts. And she was at this point where she didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to help him. And she was, you know, before she started coming and seeing me, she was considering going on antidepressants. But because we were able to work together, and because I was able to, you know, help her body find more of an equilibrium, she was able to deal with the stress and be able to be more present with her son. Which, like, that story, especially because I have a kid, I just felt so overwhelmed when she told me that. And it just made me feel just really honored that I could help her in that way.
If someone is looking to have you help them and serve them,
Yeah.
What are things that you could offer? I've kind of done this before. If you're dealing with this is something I could, you know, do to try to help you.
Yeah.
If you're dealing with this is something I could try to do to help you. What would be some examples of that?
Well, so my practice here, I'm focusing mainly on women's health. So fertility, you know, there's a big fertility epidemic these days. So we do natural fertility treatments, utilize herbs and acupuncture and, you know, the whole gamut of what I know to help women get pregnant, and then help them support them through their pregnancy and postpartum care as well, right? And then I also do pediatrics.
Okay.
So sort of that whole spectrum. And I also work with patients that are going through IVF as well. Acupuncture, while you're doing IVF, can actually increase the percentage of implantation. So IVF, I think it's typically about 33% if you're in a good clinic for their percent rate of being able to actually get pregnant. With acupuncture, you can increase that by 30 or 40%. So,
wow.
because that in and of itself is just really helpful because IVF is really expensive.
Yes, it
Most
is.
insurances don't cover it. So I think that's what I'm trying to tell people about is that you don't have to come to me specifically to get pregnant, but I can help you with the implantation while you're going through that process as well. And then I also work with patients, I think like I was saying before, with stress, anxiety, depression, you know, people that are either on meds or off meds or wanting to get off meds. I never help people get off meds, but if there's something that they work with their doctor, I can help them. And then autoimmune diseases. That's another thing that I feel like is there's not a lot of good alternatives out there other than just medications, and a lot of the times, especially for certain autoimmune diseases, medications don't help long term. So that is something that we can help with acupuncture and herbal supplements.
So I know that some people get frustrated going in to see someone, and this visit they see Dr. A, then the next visit they see Dr. B,
Yeah.
and then the next visit they see Nurse C,
Yeah.
and that can get frustrating. So yours is a much more relational driven
Yeah, definitely.
approach.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, say someone has watched this video all the way to this point, and they're like, wow, I think I'd like to connect with you. Phone call, website, what's the best way for someone to reach out to you if they want to talk more?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of different ways. So I offer a free 15-minute consultation for anybody who's interested. That way you can come into the office, you can meet with me, we can talk over, you know, your basic health goals and see whether acupuncture will even be a good option or a good fit for you. I also am a big proponent of referring out when need be. So I have a lot of people that I can, you know, if I'm not a good fit, I can help you find somebody that would be a good fit for you. Whether it's acupuncture or chiropractic or a nutritionalist or something along those lines. Okay, so you can schedule online. I have an online scheduler. So it's www.carolinafamilyacupuncture.com. You can also go to my Facebook page. You can schedule online through my Facebook page. You also can call me. And I have to grab my phone number because
I'll put it on there as I'll put it on there as a caption for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank
So
you.
phone call or text is okay at that number.
Yeah, not text. I just have a landline.
Okay, you have a landline. So
Yeah.
a phone call to the business line will
Yes.
work, and then we can include that website where
Perfect.
people can come to, and then direct link towards scheduling an appointment.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect. I'll put those on there for you.